Hi, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Culture of Paint. We're going to be looking at the MPO 2025 Online Awards. Not every single award, but the best ofs and the golds, and having a chat through some of our favourites. Now, Culture of Paint is aimed at a mature audience, so we might use explicit language and discuss adult themes. So let's talk about paint. Right, and we're back in. So hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Henry, and joining me, as usual, are Matt and Andy. How are we doing, gents? All good?
Very well.
Good.
I'm looking forward to bringing the good news to the people.
Going through it. So a bumper year, MPO 2025 awards. They're done, they're judged, they're reviewed many times. And there's quite a lot to go through. So I think we should probably just jump more or less straight in, unless you think there's something that I've horribly forgotten to do before we actually start looking at nice things.
Don't think so.
No.
What are we looking at?
Perfect. Well, I should say it's not just us, the judges. We also were very, very fortunate and incredibly grateful that Will and Eric helped with the judging this year as well on the Masters side of things. They're not going to be on the stream because it's hard enough with 3 people, let alone 5. But we will be talking to Eric and Will both separately, not necessarily about the judging, but about their own work as well. But I'll say it again at the end. They've given up their time to do this huge amount of work. It's absolutely awesome. So go and check out their accounts. The links to those will be down in the description. If you're watching this back on the Culture Paint YouTube channel, you're able to click down on those in the description. Right, so MPO Online 2025. I'm assuming anybody here and watching is aware of what it is, but just in case you aren't, it's a free online competition that we've been running for 5 years? Is 5?
Years.
Something like that. Many years.
Wow.
And the idea of it is very much a sort of free-to-enter celebration of what everyone's been up to with their hobby in the last 12 months. So the idea is you submit the pieces that you've been most proud of that you've painted in 2025. We have a bit of fun. We go through them all, do some judging, give awards out and all the rest of it. It's an open-style competition. So whilst there's multiple different categories, that also means that there is not just a gold, silver and bronze award for each category. If their piece is good enough, it will receive the appropriate award. So there may be 10 golds, there may be 2 silvers, there may be 50 bronzes, whatever. And there's also the commendeds as well. And I just want to say, with regards to the commended, the way we judge commended, the way you can see when we do our judges guideline pack as well, which is on the Miniature Painting Open website, that commended is basically you've just missed out on bronze. That's how we judge it. It's not the sort of 4th level of award. I think that's the way to describe it, Andy, isn't it? It's we were umming and ahhing about whether you were bronze or not.
It.
Yeah,
so we're thinking about
that's how you're getting the commendeds in on there. Right. Yeah, thanks. Like sticking a Twitch link up on the Instagram stories probably would have been a really good idea as well. But let's not be worrying too much about that. We're in this. We're in this now. Twitch will only get bigger and better and stronger next year as we go. But yeah, let's jump into it. So first things first, we're going to pick out a few of our favourites. Now, by the time you see this up on YouTube, you will also be able to go on the gallery and see the full gamut of all the people's results. And I would thoroughly encourage you to go and do that if you haven't, because the images you're going to see on screen are obviously via a live stream, which has then been downloaded and re-uploaded, and you're watching it on YouTube. You can go onto the gallery, it's free, go and look at all the work, and you can see the photos that everybody has uploaded themselves, which hopefully, and in many cases, are of excellent quality. So you'll really be able to get a good idea of what's actually going on with the minis. But yeah, we thought we'd pick a few of our favourites. These aren't necessarily gold, silvers, bronzes, whatevers. They're just a few that stood out to us when we've been going through the thousands of entries over the last few weeks. And there's still standouts, right? There's still stuff that makes you stop and go, oh my goodness, this is so cool. So yeah, let's jump in. What's the first one? Oh, the frogs. So I wasn't involved in Masters, so I deliberately didn't really look at Masters until yesterday, until we were just doing some final checks. So I hadn't seen this piece, and then I was flicking through, and there it was. And I think it's incredible and wonderful, and why miniatures painting is so awesome, because it's constant surprises. I'm sure you guys see this kind of thing more often, right, when you're at the shows? But
yeah, at Monty and SMC a bit, but it's still not that common. I think that a non-miniature painter could enjoy this, which is very cool.
absolutely, yeah, it's a great shout.
It's very out there.
Yeah.
But it's so impactful, right? I know we've spoken. I remember Andy said in the past about having one of the things you can do is you need a piece to stand out at a competition. You need to essentially, if you want to be placing at many things, you need to be stopping people, right? To give it a further look, and having that really strong idea can be a huge part of that. And I feel like as an idea, this is awesome, and then it was executed really amazingly. I don't know if there's a particular story behind it, but it just looks so cool. Like,
I love the frame.
I want, yeah, that's it, right? All of it, like that initial idea of different colored frogs, that's cool. But then painting them all so beautifully, getting the water in there, and then framing it. It's just, I love it, man. This is another one of those ones where people are like, so is miniature painting art? You just bang this in front of them. Oh, and they're in the chat, which is lovely. So, hi. Yeah, we think this piece is absolutely rad. And I'd love to know how big it is as well. How big do you reckon it is? Like banana for scale?
Banana and a half.
Do you see? When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, it's tiny. It'll be like, like business card size." But now, part of me really hopes it's like a whopping great A3. Picture
A5, I reckon.
Picture on the.
I want to know how much resin leaked out of the frame when you poured it.
Why would it leak?
But surely, yeah, that's the clever bit, right? So don't you?
No doubt.
You would do it right, and then you frame over the top to cover any unsightly leakages. I reckon.
Resin just does what it wants.
It really does. But this must have been a nerve-wracking pour as well, because that's a lot of very fiddly things to have to redo.
You could pipette it. It'd be all right.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of those. All right, let's have a look at another one.
Yeah.
Excellent choice. So talk a bit about this one, Matt.
Just love it. I love the attitude of all of those little Blood Bowl characters. It's got a stripy.
Nobbler, yeah? Not a goblin.
You're right, it might be a Nobbler. Which are just hill goblins anyway, right? I think someone in the chat that's nerdier than me, they'll know on there.
Just very well painted for how small that thing is. Nice stripy pajamas.
Always upvote stripes. Always upvote stripes. No, there was. Our guest category this year was Orcvember, excellently named, or as someone made me realise after we'd uploaded like that, perhaps Novembork might have been a bit better.
Nah, that's too logical.
Okay, that is a bit better. That was a guest category this year, and people, really went for it, which is awesome. So there's going to be a lot of fun going through what's going on there. Was this your favourite, like, of all the orc stuff, or just like this was a standout for you?
I was just scrolling and it just caught my eye, and I was just like, yeah, I really like that. It's just fun.
Nice. It's an excellent choice.
Very well painted.
Is it a resin? Yeah, it must be resin.
No, these ones are plastics.
Is it? Is it one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, such good models. There we go. Length and the width of the frame, 245 mil. So that's about like a school ruler. Yeah,
bigger than I thought. Yeah.
That's immense. I love that. Matt, when is the site getting with the results?
I will do it after we get off.
After we get off, cool. Yeah. So I won't be asking people like.
No.
But of course you can. Does that mean the gallery is currently down as well?
No, it's the gallery's up. I just haven't flicked the switch to turn on the awards.
That's fine. Love it. No problem at all. As you may be able to tell, I am currently trying to post a link on Instagram and Phil whilst I'm talking about it, because we're really organised.
Hey, we judged 3,000 models. Give me a break. I was in physical pain.
Don't worry, there will be significantly less clicking next time.
Oh, he's killing it. Matt's absolutely killing it with the backing program. So Little Greenies, incredible, great job, Austin. Not a little greenie, but my goodness, look at the skin on this.
It caused a bit of a stir between Will and Eric. I know that they absolutely loved this one. I like all his work. It's amazing. Got a lot of whips on the go. So I think he would have probably entered more, like got some Primarchs like Horus and a Khan as well, the White Scar Primarch. But yeah, this, if there was a best bust, probably would have given this a special prize. I love the special prizes. I want more. It's my favorite thing to do.
Hey, look, we have very much embraced the idea of this being an online competition. Like, we want to take advantage of the online element of it and the fact it's free. So yeah, why not? Let's chuck in another. Let's do a best of bust. People have been clamoring for bust to be a separate
category.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll
I think maybe we're at a point where we can do that. That is incredible. Yes, that is incredible. It's outrageous. So, guys, one of the things you can do if you go onto the gallery, so on the miniaturepaintingopen.co.uk, you've got all of the galleries from all of our previous MPOs. So whether that's the online ones or whether that's the in-person ones. And people have the opportunity to put their social media account in there as well. So given the fact that Instagram is now basically useless for searching for stuff, it's a fantastic way to get, if you want to fill your feed with less things that are forced into your feed and more really amazing looking minis, that might be a really good way. A good way to start. Yes, it may be unfair. Actually, you're right that he's captured the soul of a person and sealed it into the model. It's outrageous. Like, there were some pieces in standard that were absolutely outstanding and absolutely amazing. And then I flicked on to Masters this morning, and was it this morning or yesterday, whenever it was with you, Andy? And like some of those top end pieces are just it's unreal. It's absolutely unreal.
Yeah, this is really, really special. I love it. It's kind of.
Have you seen it this year in person or not? At any other shows?
No, never seen his work in real life. But yeah, it's really special. It's got a nice simplicity to it with the black and actually the skin as well. But it just works. It's it's a really special one. I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. Hi, Dom, and thanks again. Twitch chat, you're all doing amazing. Remember, guys, if you're here on Twitch, if you've got an Amazon account, then you get a free Twitch subscription each month that you can use. So if you don't use that, consider giving it a go. You need to manually refresh that each month, but it's a nice way to just take advantage of some freebs if you've got it. And as I say, there'll be plenty more coming in 2026. So last one, this piece. So this was at one of the GDs, wasn't it?
Oh, look, just so happened to have this. I've been referencing it today.
I could not be more turgid for nostalgia at the moment. It is getting me through the nights. Put it that way. That there are the rooms are full of old codexes, old army books, old art books, old catalogs. I've now managed to pick up all the old Citadel catalogs as well.
Oh, I love them.
And it's just, this is one of those pieces that I've always thought, wouldn't it be cool if someone did that? And I've not seen anyone do it before. I'm sure loads of people have, but I've not come across it before. And so to come across it for the first time and it to be of this quality, immense. Like, immense.
There's some nostalgia.
It was
Forge World 2002.
Nice. That's the niche nostalgia. I was even trawling for the old Citadel journals as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh mate, it's too good. We'll do an episode on that.
Yeah.
That whole
no tangents.
Rabbit hole. Yeah, no tangents. Keep on track. But yeah, Nicholas here with just a brilliant piece, great account as well. Like, it's just epic.
Doing all of the lords and in that sort of style and pose, it's just so good.
But you know as well, like, what I like is it's inspired by the front cover. Like, it's still their own work, it's their own interpretation, all of that. I think it's just cool, man.
Well, they've added, because the cover
Yeah,
stops.
yeah,
Cliff.
extrapolate it out, or exactly. Yeah.
So, and I only know that because I'm like looking right now. But yeah, I was actually going through this book today. And yeah, so it's cool.
It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So yeah, that was a handful of our favourites. I can't remember what the next slide is. It may even be straight into the awards. So let's find out. No, it's stats. It's Matt's stats.
Yes.
Here we go.
That hammer.
First up, take us through it, Matthew.
That's a lot of people entering a lot of things.
Give us some highlights.
Well, we have 56 different nations listed. So that's quite a lot of people entering from all over the blue globe.
Yeah,
which is pretty nice.
And
lots
even
of ones as well.
Right.
One
yeah. I don't know what GGY is. I can't remember what the short code for that is, but Luxembourg, Mexico, Myanmar,
and we
Vietnam.
don't think this is all just VPNs because the Prime Minister needs us to have a license to masturbate now. No,
you you have to manually select your nation.
Very good. So this is awesome. So it probably is quite, what you call it, like,
what is G?
Accurate, I guess. Guernsey.
I want to visit unspecified. I've never been there.
Is there a North? There's never a North Korea in there.
It is Guernsey.
Is it DKR? Is that North Korea?
No, that's Denmark.
I'm looking at the other stats.
This is awesome. But yeah, stats is something I was talking to Matt about earlier today. It's something I'm really keen for us to have a bit more fun with and see what we can come up with and do some more. But it's I think it's worth saying at this point, like, we know that we perhaps didn't shout about online as much this year as we should have. The timings with things like our Kickstarter and then the paint project, it all sort of got away from us slightly, and there was even a discussion of do we do it. And just thank you to all of you that have jumped on it. Like, we want this to be a lovely little community highlight towards the end of the year. It's why we'll always keep it free. It's why we'll try and make it as fun as possible. And the fact that even more people have entered this year than previously, it's just epic. Like, it's been hard work. Yeah, it's been hard work, man. Yeah,
I couldn't do 4,000 entries.
It's been a lot of work going through the entries, but it's been fun. Like seeing everyone's stuff that they're proud of over the year. It is. We didn't really need reinvigorating hobby-wise at the moment, but it just pumps everything up and gets it all going. And actually, to that point, was there anything in particular? Not necessarily. I've got a few random questions for you, but like, were there any particular, say, minis that popped up that you hadn't seen before that you thought, oh, I fancy having a go at painting that? Or was there any particular style that you thought, oh, I'm seeing that more and more now? Maybe I should need to have a whirl. Anything like that showing up for either of you?
Just getting paint on minis, basically, doing more, and just trying to catch up with everyone that's doing it well.
But that's like, there's a lot of very good hobby out there now, right?
Yeah.
And this is, we're scratching the surface here, aren't we? Like with this competition as well. Naimara, thanks for making it your first comp, but that's awesome. I'm glad you found it easy to join in. Oh, and we've got Doc MSB, who is the one from Guernsey. They're they're that individual stat.
PKR is the Democratic Republic of North Korea, so I'm going to find that person and make them change it. They're just trolling.
Well, I don't know. Maybe let's not go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, do you know what, the one that stuck out to me was it's sort of extrapolating out from that, the quality that's out there. Like, people are really fucking good at basing now. Like, as in when they're trying. Don't get me wrong. I remember it was last year on the judges episode. Will Hahn spoke about how if you're going to enter it into a competition, you need to up your basing. Do you remember he got quite strict about it, quite stern?
Up your basing,
gave everyone a bit of a telling off. And I completely appreciate that tons of the minis that people have submitted for this are their gaming miniatures that they're proud of, and I totally get that. But yeah, it's true. Like, when one does pop up that's clearly been painted for display with a base that's had some care, it's like, yeah, people are getting really good. I must sort of improve on that. And as ever, cell shaded. I love how that works. I want to have a try at doing something. There's there
was a very cool black and white cell shaded car.
The car,
City.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
No, it's awesome. Right. So, what's this? Bit more
Oh, yeah.
stats. I did
Bit
not
more
know
stats.
this slide was in here. This may feature again later on. So let's move straight past it. Into the golds. So, standard vehicle or war machine gold. Here we have a cute and terrifying little robot.
It's
A
like
bag
a
of eyeballs.
With a trolley.
murderous little Wally.
This was one of those, like, scrolling through them all. It's like, oh yeah, that's a gold. You know, it was, and also because I was like, there's obviously people have self-submitted, and there's certain entries in certain categories that you're like, it's a little ambiguous. Do you just leave it where it is? Do you put it in a different category? Blah 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 blah. And I'd been flicking through umpteen tanks, and then this little lad popped up, and it was like, well, do you know what? He is a vehicle, and judging by the trolley,
The trolley's a vehicle.
It's
a vehicle
possibly a war machine as well. So. But yeah, this is one of those things that just makes me love looking at results from painting contests. This isn't the sort of stuff that's normally showing up in my feeds.
Topical with AI.
Well, do you think there's? I guess there is. Yeah, quite a lot of foreshadowing or whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
what the sign says.
Yeah. It's,
As an AI hater, I like it a lot.
We approve this post. We will keep things rolling with this, guys, because obviously we've got the golds for all standard and all masters, so I don't want us to get bogged down. So next up, standard for unit. Oh my goodness! So unit and diorama, I would say, were the two strongest categories in my opinion for standard. They really jumped out. There was some outstanding stuff in everyone, but like unit and diorama were a real pleasure to go through, and again just to see the variety of things. Right,
the Marvel
it's mad.
Was incredible, and I'm not a modern Marvel movie fan, and I haven't ever. Well, actually, I have fancied painting some Marvel figures, but we always think of unit as Warhammer, I guess, and this was just super refreshing, amazingly well done.
Yeah, it's the Justice League, isn't it?
I don't know, but
no
it's
idea.
really good.
That's Superman at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, so hang on, he's not Marvel, is he? He's the other one.
This is DC.
DC.
Same thing.
As they said in the chat. No, it's not. This is like when I get Star Trek and Star Wars. Right, let's move on.
I told you I wasn't a fan.
Let's not anger the nerds.
Superheroes, same thing.
But like we were talking about a minute ago, like when certain things just jump out and like when things are clearly a level above, I really like that. I like it when golds are easy. You know?
Yeah.
And for me, there was no dithering on any of these. It is straight away you jumped up on the screen. You went outstanding. So go and have a look at the pictures, guys, on those and give those accounts a follow. Next up, single figure. So single figure standard, I've said before, had more entries than the entire of Masters, all the categories. So this one did take a while. 600 something, Matt, wasn't it? Can't remember. 625, 625, 635.
Very many.
Many.
I think it's 657.
And yeah, it's wicked. I think. And a real breadth of styles as well.
It's very interesting seeing just how far people that are entering standard now are getting in sort of technical and quality. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Some of them I think need to go up. Next time they need to be in Masters.
Well, so that's a tiny tangent worth taking. So again, people choose their own level. There is no prerequisite. If you have won a painting competition, that doesn't mean that you can't enter standard. Doesn't mean that you have to enter Masters. The only thing is that all of your pieces are entered at the same level and are judged at the same level. So you can't have one in standard, one in Masters, and so on and so forth. It's just remarkable. Like what people
I really like Nathan's.
What people are coming up with.
The non-metallic axe is fantastic. So well done to him. Really nice dwarf.
Great
I love
work.
the presentation of the plinth into the rocks as well.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
It's kind of like
yeah,
cupping it. It's very nice.
Yeah. Apparently we're off to a flying start with confusing Denmark and North Korea and Marvel and DC. So what's going to be the third?
I'm not ashamed of getting the Marvel DC wrong. They're both terrible.
Give it time. Standard single figure is a real bloodbath. So that's an interesting concept. So Lord of Things, thank you again for your support. You're regular in the chat here. With the style of competition, if a piece is good enough, it's getting the award, right?
Yeah.
So I think hopefully that means you avoid a bloodbath with regards to sort of fights for places. And as we may see later on, if no piece is judged to be at a gold level, then it will not be awarded. But if the piece is good enough for A level, it gets the award, which I think is the way forwards, in my opinion. That's how we run our competitions, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of awards in this. There's over 600 figures, and then the roughly similar percentage in awards. So it all works out.
That was good fun as well. Like we obviously have access to a lot more information on the judging side of things, and generally, from a consistency point of view, the percentages of each category that were picking up awards were coming in very close to each other.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, an encouraging sign that whether or not the judging is agreed with or not, which inevitably it won't be, and there will be some upset people, there is some consistency across there, which I think is useful. Right, what's after single figure? Sculpture. Oh, I'm so glad we have this category. Also, basically, everyone could have been master. I don't know what you think, but it's like they're really, really frigging good, a lot of these.
I love Gerald's.
They're just
beautiful.
Yeah, let's have that, please. Yep.
Love that figure.
Stick that one. Let's have a go. I really like that color of resin too.
Oh yeah, the orange. Yeah,
it's a nice one, right? But it's not that like dental orange, that like Mao-Am sweetie orange. It's got a bit more, I don't know, terracotta to that. So yeah, the only deal with Sculpture, guys, is that it had to be a printed or cast piece. It couldn't just be the render. So whilst on the gallery, you guys may only see the one image of everybody's entry, they choose which image that is that they want to show. Anyone who's entered is also able to upload several additional photographs, so they can show different angles of the piece. Or in the case with Sculpture, they might choose to show the front piece with it painted or printed or sprayed or whatever, and then they would show it additional shots, the render of it, or the greens. And there was plenty of traditional sculpting as well. People had done. It wasn't all 3D by any means. So yeah, really excited to see that category gaining momentum, and something I hope people keep at. So next up, Orcvember. So yeah, it's always a good day looking at orcs. Always. Stuart's bust in particular, the Gobbo bust, just wow. I think that was one of your favourites of the whole thing, wasn't it, Matt? That Stuart bust.
It was very nice. Yeah, I also really like the orc boy that PK's been painting forever.
Hi, Commander Dante. Nice to see you there. Hi, Tesseract. Yeah, loving this. And then you've got the large scale, the one that Puddy's done, and then Trollbite Miniatures featuring again there, who not only paints fantastically, but also sculpts many of the orcs and goblins that they show, which is, just super cool.
And is that War Boss from Space Marine 1?
What?
Possibly.
Gleb Ivanov's?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Looks a bit like...
It's really nicely painted.
I love that War Boss.
It's really good to go in and have a look. Good to have a closer look at that one. So yeah, Orcvember. I mean, presumably it's obvious why we're doing Orcvember. So Matt normally does Orctober, and he wasn't able to this year, so we decided to make Orcvember the guest category. That's it. That's the only reason behind it. And I hear you're all saying, well, it probably should be a category every single year. I thought that about critters. In fact, somebody, who is it, has done an entire competition that's just critters now.
Dave.
Is it Dave? Yeah.
Dave
Perryman. Again, immense painter, one of the MPO Bristol judges. Yes, absolutely incredible.
When's the deadline for that? Do you know, Matthew?
It's end of Jan.
Oh, I'll have to do that then. I can get a crit. I can get a critter.
Waku 12, we're not looking at beginners. No, but we're going to be talking about beginners in its own show very, very soon. 31st of Jan. There we go for critters. Right. Next up is that says Orcvember at the top, but it is in fact Monster. Don't worry, Matt and I have both checked this multiple times today and have both missed it.
Give yourself a break, guys. Give yourself a break.
Oh my goodness, this is such a good category, Monster. It's like one of my favourite things anyway, but the variety of pieces that was in here was so cool. The Antonio's piece on the left, I've gone back to umpteen times. I like it's I'll remember that piece this year. I think it's just wonderful. There are so many people I know that have zero interest in miniatures wargaming, anything like that, but enjoy their fantasy. I think they would adore like looking at that piece.
I think it's worth saying brilliant. It was nominated for a best as well.
Yeah. I put that forward for one of the best odds. I think it's just it's just epic. And big old Troggoth coming in clutch again. Such a good model for people to show off on, and Sam did a beautiful job on him, her, they, it, mushroom. And then large scale and bust, another like out there category. Very, very well subscribed, actually.
I think it's important for me to see in standard, because it's like a lot of people breaking out from Warhammer and stuff, which is cool. And I'm always been a fan of painting both. But yeah, I think in standard, I want to see a lot of people enter this category. It's one thing that stood out to me at Nova, actually, in America, is the volume of non-Games Workshop stuff entered was really, really cool to see. So yeah, this category is important to me in the standard level, more so in Master for me personally.
Yeah, I remember you saying that about Nova as well. Like it's as someone who is a self-confessed like gaming scale mini fan, I have quite a lot of large scale minis, but I don't paint them very often at all. But again, it's the variety. You can get so locked into Tolkien-esque fantasy or Warhammer-esque fantasy and sci-fi or what's the one, Star Wars, like the derivatives thereof or very similar pieces. And then you come into the large scale categories, and there's the most random things in there that people are painting.
I think that's what I like the most.
It's so cool.
not an IP, just like a fantasy thing. I think that's what I like. Yeah. Like the I guess she's not a samurai. The lady at the bottom with the umbrella. It's very good.
Yeah, the orangutan was my I just loved it. Like it's when when you're like, oh, what pieces would you want in the cabinet? Like I love that. I to be honest, all four I think are really incredible. Seeing that take on the artwork as well. For the Chaos Lad, like
Death Dealer, is it?
Death Bringer, Death Dealer, just epic, and a really cool bust on the right. Laszlo's. I have no idea where it's from, but I want to try and get hold of that one.
I can find you that.
I think they've put the sculptor actually in the. Again, that's an option for people to do, is to put the sculpt of the creator of the model that they've painted, so you can go and find it. But again, it was just a beautiful photo as well. Somebody, I forget their name, I'm really sorry. Somebody messaged to say about could we make more of the fact that photographs can really enhance the minis and do things like that. And yes, we can, and yes, we shall. So sorry I didn't reply to you, but I did read it. It'll be something we take forward. But again, it's worth saying, and Will and Eric said it last year, didn't they? It's an online competition. Your photos really matter. Take advantage of the fact that you can present the mini exactly as you want to present it. But yeah, look at those four pieces, man. Amazing. Right, sorry. What's the last one? Diorama. First category judged, actually, but the last one shown. Yeah, people's basing is outrageous. It's so cool. Oh, is it Lucas Zaba did the vampire bust? That's cool.
I don't think so.
Well, someone was saying the bust from Crown Miniatures, Lucas Zaba. Anyway, we shall find out. Diorama, super cool. Tons of stuff going on in the one with Alariel, and poor Johan there. Johan featuring fairly heavily in the diorama category, running away from various things. The poor
Running
Is that his
man.
official name?
yeah. There's a really great one with someone's done one where he's nicked this massive mushroom and he's being chased by some squigs. But like for a mini that is what, like 20 years old now? He came with a giant kit, didn't he? The first plastic giant kit. Moonfang at Crown Minis. There we go.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. He does a lot of work, that boy. And very clever that to get him, you need to buy a whole giant kit as well. I wonder if he's the most expensive third-party bit. It's got to be up there, like one of the most sought after, I'd have thought. But yeah, and then old Walking Slan. Andy and I often have conversations about what would a slan look like stood up.
I always
walking.
wanted to do it. Been beaten to the punchline, but it's very cool.
Love this interpretation of it. It's obviously, like I said, guys, you're looking at these as small images within a slide on YouTube. Go and have a look at the gallery. Go and zoom in and look at some of these because they're wicked. So that takes us to the end of the standard goals. No, it doesn't. Shut up, Henry.
Yeah.
Does it? We're into Masters. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Straight into Masters. If you want to go and see the results at the end of this stream, everything will be updated on the website and you can see silvers and bronzes and commendeds and all the rest of it. We simply don't have the time to go through every single person's award. And someone asked a minute ago about beginners. So let's just touch on that really quickly before we talk about Adam's incredible Ultramarines Dreadnought. We have a beginners category in person and online. The intentions behind beginners is to give people the opportunity, people that are perhaps not confident in going about entering a competition. We want to make it as easy as possible for them to do that, or as not intimidating as possible, as approachable as possible. And to do that, we've had the beginners categories. In beginners, the highest award we will ever give out is simply commended, because for us, the whole point of beginners is people are stepping out there. They're putting themselves out there to criticism. They're putting themselves out there to the internet, which is terrifying. We don't want to be lumping on top of that, what award have you got? Oh, why have you got gold, not silver? Blah, 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 all the rest of it.
It's not graded, right?
It's not graded, but there are a few standout pieces in beginners, which we've given commended, and hopefully you can put two and two together and realize that we think you should be. You're doing just fine. So be super confident and go and crack on, push on, because you're on a great track with what you're doing.
Stepping stone for standard. So it's give you the space to enter and participate and see your work in the gallery. But there's not the pressure of being graded, and you can look at all the stuff in standard, and when you're ready, you can go in the standard. So absolutely.
So yes, on to Masters. Masters gold vehicle. Adams, very detailed Dreadnought. Someone was saying they've seen this Dread in person. So I'm guessing perhaps it was at one of the demons, maybe?
It got silver at Spiel.
There we go.
This reminds me of kind of more old school Golden Demon entries. Like
yeah.
And in a good way, just super detailed. Loads
Bring
of
back
freehand
banners.
Yeah.
Like Tyrrell's sort of old work from 20 years ago when he was doing Land Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. It's got a lot of that era about it, hasn't it? It's just a lovely piece, and there's not really much more to say about it. And I don't know whether it's a gaming piece or not, but it's just on a gaming base. That's
even more old school. He's sticking to the rules, sticking to the gaming base rules. It actually makes the Redemptor Dreadnought look cool, which is no.
I didn't want to bring that up because you and I just about every recording will start that down that that mudslinging route. But you're right, it does make it look really cool. Congratulations, Adam. Great job. Next up, Master Unit and Gold. Blimey. I mean, painting more than one model to this standard is,
both beautiful, both very coherent. You can see the color schemes are opposites really, with the red and the blue, but really clear, really readable, and yeah, just they feel like units, which is something that can be lost. But yeah, these are spot on.
Absolutely. And the Masters judges, so Andy, Eric, and Will. I know Lucas's piece was put forward for one of the awards, best ofs as well, wasn't it? So
it was.
It's I think units nearly always my favourite category. I like when I'm at a GD or things like that. There's just something about I think it often makes it really easy to give the miniatures context without them having to have a elaborate sort of setting. I love this presentation as well. Particularly Lucas's that idea of how tight can I present a unit.
Well, I think that's been a discussion, isn't it, in Golden Demon? Like, make them go on gaming bases, ban them being on displays because the bases get too big. But what he's shown here is, some class and kept it tight, and it shows off all the figures. Yeah, it's just spot on. Really nice painting. It's really moody. Even though it's non-metallics, it still feels like, it still feels moody. Kind of a Blanche painting. Like, I actually looked at the Sisters of Battle Blanche painting, and it's got some very similar traits, with the red and yellow palette and everything.
No, really, really cracking. And Andre's piece as well. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that blue and red, that classic goodies and baddies. I'm deep into sort of War Machine at the minute, so red and blue are the two opposing factions for you there. So yeah, cool to see. Right, what is up after unit? Single figure, big. Yeah,
it's a bit of a heavy hitter one. This
it really is, eh? If you're into miniatures painting, I would be amazed if you haven't seen these three pieces this year.
I agree.
They are standouts by some very prolific painters. Erk in particular, I think this year's been on a pretty steep trajectory. David and Thibaut both. David's been a top tier painter for a long time now. Thibaut's had a really strong, couple of years.
Just growing rapidly.
It's pretty scary, really, the quality. And if you think it's scary seeing them on the screen, go and try and get to a show and see them in person as well.
Yeah, I'd love to see Dave's. I really like the Grey Knight. Really nice non-metallics on the Grey Knight. I particularly enjoyed looking at that close. All of them actually. The non-metallic metal is very, very good in different ways, but
Absolutely. Mac Readiness asking, who are these people? I don't know whether you're on asking about the pit painters here. Their names are under there. So again, if you go on the gallery, the person will have submitted the name that they want to have presented.
I think he's having you on a bit.
All right, sorry, man. It's a dude. I'm still getting used to Twitch and chats and all the rest.
These randos.
I always want to try and assume the best, right? And assume that people are just being completely straight down the line. So well done, Matt, making me look like a wally.
We missed Dave judging, by the way, but it's very nice to look at his minis.
And Dave, if you go back and watch the videos from last year, which I'll make sure to re-upload to the Culture channel. Dave just some wonderful interviews with Dave, who's helped us out many times. Go and follow him. He's a huge presence in the Australian miniatures painting scene. Really drives things over there. That's a really good reminder to jot that down. Upload more to the Culture of Paint channel, because there's still plenty of videos from the old what they call seasons that are not up there yet. I need to get those sorted. I'll dump those over Christmas as a little boost. Right. Yeah. Incredible. Outrageous. Yeah.
Enough said.
Sculpture gold.
Yeah. Some real beauties here. Sculpting it's more important than painting, because otherwise we've got nothing to paint. So I just think you got to big up the sculptors. Two of these entries were nominated for bests. I'll keep it a mystery, but Yeah, we had 2 in there in the best ofs. And yeah, we were talking about Harry the Hammer on the last stream, and that Harry the Hammer sculpt is
It's very cool.
It's really cool, isn't it? I'm amazed GW have never gone on and done something actually with it. I know they did one of him, but I'm amazed they never did this. Unless perhaps they did back in the 80s. I don't know.
Yeah, there's stuff in the old white metal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Raf's Chaos Dwarf, always amazing to look at. It's actually really nice looking at it without paint, just seeing how incredible the plinth is. All that integration.
As a filthy casual that I am, it's my mini of the year. Like, spoiler for the next episode. I don't think there's been a more significant mini this year than what Raf did with that Chaos Dwarf. I think I just think it's one of those moments you'll be able to point to of where like things went up yet another fucking notch with it all. So yeah, it's congratulations to everybody on Sculptor. Wilfred's is look at it. It's
bonkers.
It's just so good, man. Like, I'm so glad people can share their work. Yeah, outstanding. And hopefully you guys that are watching this as well are seeing that difference that I mentioned earlier between Masters and Standard, and hopefully can get a good idea of understand. Yeah, we'll have Raf on, dude. He was meant to be the first person on Twitch way back when we started it, and yeah, I'm still chatting with Raf. We will have him on, absolutely. So yeah, right, Master Monster Gold.
Some okay stuff in here.
They'll do.
So again, if you're not familiar, don't want that to be any in comment. Again, you've got 4 very heavy hitters here, very significant painters in the sort of competition painting scene. Awesome to see them submitting for MPO ONline. I think you were saying, Andy, it's sort of it is a different beast for people submitting in Masters when it's an online comp, isn't it? It's I'm really just glad people have embraced it for what it is.
Yeah, it's I really appreciate these guys entering actually, because a lot of people don't. They want to save it for real life or whatever, which I totally understand. But yeah, we really appreciate these guys putting their stuff in, because yeah, it's just nice to have.
No, absolutely.
It's nice that people of this caliber still treat an online competition as well. Like, they'll still go for one.
Exactly. Yeah, really happy to have them.
It's very cool.
100%. So congrats there to everyone. What we got left? Large Scale and Bust. I bet you enjoyed this one.
Yeah. Yeah, some bangers. Yeah, all amazing. More nominations for best ofs here. I think 3 of these were in the running for a big best. Yeah, all talked about for that. So yeah, like we said, love that bust. Already talked about that. Love Dave's chicken lady.
Yes, chicken and friend.
Alexi's horse is fantastic. Good to see him growing as a painter so quick, and that horse is amazing. And yeah, Jonas, he's a young guy, and I was super impressed with his play with the temperature on that bust. I thought that was a real step up for him, and yeah, we all loved that one.
Absolutely.
And the skin painting on the lady, the first one, you need to have a look at that up close. It's very classical.
Skin's definitely the thing, isn't it? That large scale just completely changes what happens.
Yeah, you just have room to show off, because I get frustrated painting a small face, because you're just a slave to the sculpt, really. You just have to get it small enough, but as soon as it's big, you can actually put some detail in. And I think Proteus's bust shows that, with the eyeshadow and actually how good the eyes are, all of this.
Yeah.
You just can't do it on a small mini.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. Someone just asked in the chat, what's with Standard Monster? I'm assuming you're meaning, why did the slide at the top say whatever it said? Did it say Orcvember or something? We just mislabeled the slide. Standard Monster was the awesome ogre looking at the little butterfly and the Troggoth So it was instant.
That's why we can edit it later.
Right. I think last up is Diorama, which, as I suspect many people were expecting, would be very strong. Diorama and single, I think, are often where people really can flex. And I include large scale in that, but like a single miniature or a diorama, I think are typically categories that you often find best of shows from and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'll see from the best what happened, but yeah, just amazing stuff in there. My favorite category. I've entered it.
Yeah,
3 years in a row, I think, for Golden Demon, and yeah, I love it. So these are all incredible and so much work. It's bonkers.
terrifying amounts. But
I love
really,
the IP. I was going to say I love the IP crossover with Xenomorphs and Stormtroopers.
Yes, I was just going to say that piece was a real standout. Like, I wish I could pronounce that person.
That's Star Trek and Predator, in it, Matt?
Yeah, or Alien, or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yeah.
I have a
that's
feeling...
not fair because you're a massive Trekkie, so that's not. And Matt's a huge Star Wars fan.
Look, Alien is is maybe my favorite film, and I used to like Star Wars. So
it's game over, man. Game over.
It is, yeah. It's a super cool piece. So yeah, those are the golds from the both of the I don't know what they called. We call them levels. We call them. From standard and master, that's the golds in all the categories. Hopefully, we have a stats slide next. If we don't have a stats slide next, we're straight into the best ofs. So let's see what happens. We're straight into the best ofs. Matt, did you fiddle around with these earlier? Did you move these around? I am sure. Because I'd broken it up really nicely. I'd done like one stats one before standard, and then one stats one in between. Master and standard, break up the flow. I'd even written notes, everything.
I haven't touched them.
Useless. I am absolutely useless.
Well, at least we get the best of slide, so we know what's coming. So
yeah, I managed. Well, I've done that. I thought I'd done that. Let's find out.
You can on the slide you can press escape and it will show you what's next.
Let's live in the moment.
Previewing it.
See what happens.
So
we have 4 best ofs currently. For the online, we have best of Grimdark, we have best of base, we have best of creative, and we have best of show. And this is where we want to, hopefully it's fairly self-explanatory, but I do think it's worth saying that there is no prerequisite that any of the best ofs have to come from masters or standard. And there's not necessarily anything that says they have to come from golds. It is simply what we feel was the epitome of that particular thing, whether that's Grimdark, whether that's best of show, whether that's whatever. So first up, best of Grimdark. The first year we did MPO ONline, we did Grimdark as an entire category. It was really good fun. People really enjoyed it, and we want to have a guest category each year and keep that changing. But we enjoy Grimdark so much. I think it rewards a different style of painting, a different type of creativity, and it's something I really enjoy. So we'll be keeping it out as a best of for the foreseeable. So first up, best of Grimdark this year was the Trench Crusade. Is it a bomb witch? I can never remember what it's called. Artillery witch. There we go. Yeah. Wow. Oh yes, it says it on there. Sorry, Trench Crusade. Also something my book still hasn't arrived, so I'm a little bit salty on that one at the minute. Yeah. I mean, it's a good topic for Grimdark, really. Trench Crusade. It just sings it's kind of its entire shtick. A shtick I enjoy.
I really like that light cylinder up the
on the rough. Yeah. It's so good, isn't it? The little red coming on the bottom of it. Oh man, it's so cool. It's done very well, to the best of my knowledge. This bust. Is it Mindworks they're called? I think they're called. That company that does the odd thing to do with like paint and stuff.
Well, they're doing Trench Crusade.
They're like I don't know whether you call it a licensed partner. I don't know what the term would be, but I'm pretty sure someone will know in chat that it's those guys that have brought this piece out. Yeah, Mindworks Studio. So really cool to see them exploring that sort of IP in different ways and different scales and stuff. But yeah, E2, awesome.
we were really impressed with the non-metallic silver on the head, because it's quite hard to achieve like a subtle silver. You know, if you do something chrome and there's lots of obvious reflections and you're really pushing the contrast, it's kind of easier. But when you do this slightly softer, more steely look, you run the risk of it looking like stone. And I think they've really got it right. It really reads silver without being that over the top chrome. And there's a lot of subtlety in here, like, you know, the rough, the shadow on the rough, and everything. And I think it just felt right. It felt like a dark, moody sci-fi, which is, you know, what grimdark should be, I think. So yeah, really, really works.
I don't think I've ever seen a model with a ruff before.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
there's some Warhammer ones, mate. You just
Is
won't
there?
have noticed. Yeah, there was some
Front and center
rotary-
rough, though. That's what we're talking about. Maximum roughage.
Yeah,
But you're right. That sort of dulled, slightly dirty NMM is pretty
it's
special.
really
isn't it?
hard.
But I also, man, the rough looks like it's made of flipping, you know, silk or whatever it was, lace. Like, yeah.
It's subtle, man. It's so
Super
well,
subtle. Love it.
so
Really
well done.
tasteful. Really tasteful. Really, really, really wonderful. Next up, best base. So I guess should be pretty self-explanatory. So this is where the base doesn't dominate the piece. It doesn't. It's not. We're not awarding the base irrespective of what the miniature is on it. It's just, I think, Andy, how would you put it? The base that best complements the mini, best enhances the miniature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got Chris's Iron Heart Repairs, which is this immense workshop of this dwarf lass working on a bot of some kind.
Yeah, I mean, everything from
and this is obviously a large scale piece as well, worth saying. Yeah, you guys were pretty set on this one, right?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it for some other bests, and it fitted in best base, just because of how, you know, how brilliant it is. The building is, you know, the modeling side of the hobby. There's so many elements on here, but it isn't cluttered. You know, the figures in the central have their space, but then you have all the cool stuff, and it makes sense. Like in the messy workshop, I think the window in the back is really classy because it forms a backdrop without it feeling like a forced backdrop, you know. And even the stuff on the top, the height, they could have just cut that off plain and not added that stuff there. But yeah, just a ton of work in the base alone. It really works. Really, really great.
No, absolutely. And again, I love it's just cool, man. I'm starting.
It's easy to be immersed in this one. I think
it's the scale as well, dude. Like I haven't really ever thought about doing larger scenes in larger scale. So a lot of the large scale stuff and bus stuff I've seen or think about over the last 3 years is often just like a single mini or a bus, right? Like I know the historical guys, you'll often see the scenes, won't you? Like there'll be like a tank's broken down or some wagons in the mud or whatever. But I can't really think of many fantastical scenes like large scale things I've seen.
It's just a lot of work.
It's a huge amount of work, right?
Yeah. I mean, painting a 75mm dwarf figure, which is what this is, you know, that's a month or two, and then, you know, the robot's huge, but the construction of this that's a lot of work. I mean, for me this is a year's worth of work, right? I don't know how Chris works, but I think, yeah, if you produce one piece like this a year, you should be proud, because it's a massive undertaking.
Huge amount to consider.
Yeah, beautiful.
Absolutely. Awesome work. So next, best of creativity. So give us this in a nutshell, Andy.
It's ideas based, right? So I think that something I always work on myself is the ideas, and I think that coming up with a unique twist or something is what you need to do now to stand out. And it's cool just picking a model out of the box and painting it, but sometimes you can add something more to that, and that's what we're looking for with creativity. Just again, self-explanatory, but there you go.
So let's take a look then. And still reigning champion.
2 in a row, right?
2 in a row. How cool is that? Congratulations, Alex.
And very different idea to what he won with last time, which is what creativity is all about, right? So it's a large scale figure, but you're actually changing the scale or scaling it with those real life elements like the coin, the X-Acto blade, number 11, which is the one to use, and the raindrops, so just changing the scale of it, and the idea was really, really great. And I just think that does show the best creativity that we had coming up with this unique idea.
I love this piece so much. Like this was a immediately, oh, this is best of creative, is it? And it was like, oh yes, it has been nominated for that. It's like, yeah, like and again, like this is so people who aren't aware, Alex last year painted a Warhammer diorama that was a vampire that was mirrored in the moonlight in a lake. Really incredible. We gave it best of creativity for last year's MPO online. It also won the Slayer sword. Did it win the sword or just gold? No, it did win the sword, didn't it? Yeah. That year's American GD. It's just brilliant.
It's
the grass, man. Look at the grass.
Using the water droplets to show scale as well. It's very clever.
Yeah. And also the way the frogs, and it's going to sound really dumb, the frog's just painted like a frog. Like it almost looks like he's put a frog there. Yeah. If that makes sense. It's not like, it doesn't look fantastical or anything like that. It just mini painting is so good. It's so good. So in things like this is where I like very envious of people who have the drive and dedication to see pieces through like this, because there's no doing this quickly. I imagine this is where someone turns around and goes, "Oh, I painted it in like a week." But
do an R now.
Yeah, doing an R now. I don't get the impression that's how this person paints, how it's painted, but I don't know. We should have them on and have a chat actually. But anyway, wonderful. So that leaves one more best of, which is best of show.
A big one.
A big one.
One to rule them all.
I'm going to just big it up slightly now, just in case the slide isn't next. So yeah, best of, when it comes to best of show, hopefully you guys don't need that one explaining. So all of the best ofs are a consensus of all the judges. They were all debated over, all very, very considered. And this is the piece that was chosen for best of show online 2025 by Daniel. Yes, that's large scale.
It's bonkers. We debated between a few pieces, and we really got really deep into what matters in miniature painting and what we should be rewarding and all of this. And this one felt like the combination of amazing painting, volume of work, modeling as well, because a lot of sculpting on this, and then the overall impact as well. And yeah, if you zoom in and you just see how much work is on each individual thing, like it can get lost. Like the hammer on the dwarf on the right, the gold is so well done, and that's just such a relatively insignificant element. The hammerhead of one of the dwarfs, there's I'm trying to count the figures now. Over 7 figures on here, 75 mil.
It's just huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bonkers. And if you look at the different angles, it's got some nice change in temperature on the back. And, there's a figure you can just about see is hidden by the skeleton horse. There's another guy back there.
Yeah.
It's an extraordinary amount of work. And I don't feel like he slacked on anything. He did something so big and painted everything to the best of his ability. I think the forest base is gorgeous as well. Like the trees are super good, the rocks are super good. Yeah, it's just tremendous.
It's crazy.
Agreed. So yeah, congratulations, Daniel. Yeah, it was awesome. I've loved seeing all the Trudvang stuff over the last couple of years, and sort of more of the Paul Bonner style things. It's yeah, it's been really fun. Long may it continue with all of that. So that is the best ofs for the year. As I say, the website will be updated shortly, and you guys can go on and see all the silvers, all the bronzes, all the commendeds, and obviously all of the things. We intend to keep miniature painting open as a website for a long time, and we just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you that are making it quite special, which is creating this resource for us to look at what was going on in that period of time in the mini painting community, the global mini painting community. You know, who were the names popping up, what were the themes occurring, what were the trends, and it's just really exciting. I've thoroughly enjoyed looking back on sort of the last couple of years, golds and things like that, just whilst judging this, just to sort of reference. And it's yeah, it's been awesome. So we massively appreciate you guys for doing that. MPO also has an in-person competition, which is Bristol, and this year we were sold this goblin miniature, the Goblin Cultist. There is an incredible artist, fantasy artist called Mark Gibbons, and we commissioned Mark to do a couple of pieces for us for MPO, and we've created the goblin model from one of those pieces. We are going to make him available for a short period of time over on the Cockpaint website at the moment. It will be a made to order. So if you like him, go and pick him up. We'll get him cast and we'll get him shipped out. And I believe, can we talk about Eric or not?
Yeah, I think me and Eric are going to paint one on stream.
So that'd be a giggle as well. But he's an awesome mini. I know everyone that picked him up at the show earlier this year really loved him. And we felt like we wanted to give people the opportunity that are supporting us on MPO, online. Just if you can't get over to Bristol for the show, then hope you can still pick up something like this and enjoy it and do it, because he's awesome. Like, he's just amazing. And on that note, MPO has sold out for 2026, which is awesome. So if you would like to come and you haven't managed to get a ticket, please get in touch with me at info@Cult2Paint, and I will add you to the waiting list. There's always a few people that cancel near the time, so get yourself on the waiting list and get yourself to the show. I did a visit to the site again last week. We've got more space than we had last year, more rooms and stuff, and there's going to be lots of fun things to show off and enjoy. Father Summoners, that's lovely that you'll be coming as well. So yes, other than thanks to you guys for populating the galleries, a massive thank you to those of you on Patreon and on Twitch. It's you guys that fund us. Basically, it's you guys that allow us to do all these other projects, and we massively appreciate it. We want to make sure that we give back to you. So when you join up on Patreon, you're going to get access to loads of tutorials, usually from Andy, sort of several a month, usually on the display piece. What are you working on at the minute? Can you say? Oh, you showed him, didn't you, earlier in the year?
There's one available now.
In fact, it's just gone up. It's just gone up, hasn't it, this evening? So you're working on a swooping hawk. So go and check that out. And again, Twitch, we're intending to really crack on with Culture Paint again next year, get it nice and regular and strong. And the Twitch subs, you play a massive part in supporting that and allowing us to do it and keep many of the other things sort of free for people to access. YouTube will always stay free to access as well for people with that. But thanks to both of you, on Patreon and Twitch for supporting us with it. And then Eric and Will, again, we will have them on. We will talk to them loads. We will give them the airtime that they deserve. Incredible painters and hugely valuable people in the painting community. Go and follow them both. Go and support them both. You won't regret it. They're lovely people, and hopefully we'll be hearing lots more from them in the future. MPO selling out will be showing up in the Bugatti. Oh, mate, yeah. All these Warhammer painting monies we're rolling in. Unreal.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to renew my insurance next week. That's my hope.
Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make something work. But but yeah, it's no, man, it's just nice. And obviously, thanks to you both as well for all the work. Matt, in particular, you're doing an incredible job with the software you've created for these competitions.
Bonkers.
You know, it's been a real pleasure to use. And maybe people don't. We joke about it and stuff with Matt, but like, yeah, the judging takes a long time, but creating this stuff in the background is a immense amount of work. So
I mean, the gallery is
yeah,
unbelievable, and
it should be, yeah.
having that in 10 years' time will be crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be wicked, man. 10 years will be here before you know it, man. Like,
oh, I know.
Don't say that.
It will be. It will. We'll be sat there going, do you remember during lockdown we chatted about whether MPO might be a thing? And they were like, it'll be there. It'll be there. Where can you find the other winners? So any minute now, Matt will be updating the website, and it will, migrate over, and it will be the updated version. So we'll, on that note, we will say goodbye, so we can go and do that. I will then go and edit this and get it up on YouTube for people to watch back. Hope everyone's enjoying the Culture Paint YouTube channel as well. Make sure you're subbing on there to make sure you get the alerts and everything for the podcasts each week. And yeah, good times. We will see you very, very soon for our review of 2025. And yeah, anything else you boys wanted to say?
Just thanks to Eric and Will. Pleasure to judge. They don't get paid anything, and it's a lot of work. It's so many entries. So
many
can't
hours.
say enough how much I appreciate them, and they're great. So.
Yeah. And we should say as well, like, just like the in-person show, every single piece gets considered. Every single piece gets time spent on it. We appreciate your sort of trust in putting those pieces in. And we promise it's being sort of treated respectfully with what you're entering. Anything from you, Matt?
No, just more. Keep doing what you people do. Paint more.
Lovely. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right. Well, thanks, boys. Thanks, chat, for joining. It's been lovely to see returning names and the new ones. I hope you guys will enjoy Twitch going forwards. There's tons of stuff to come, as I say. Take care, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.